When Donald Fagen handed his phone number to a woman named Rikki in the early 1970s, he had no idea it would lead to musical history. That story coming up on Rock Music History Lesson. Steely Dan created a unique sound by famously blending different musical styles. They combined the smoothness of jazz, the energy of rock, the groove of funk, and the catchiness of pop, all while maintaining their own distinct identity. What made them special was their perfectionist approach in the recording studio and their complex, carefully crafted song arrangements. The legendary band Steely Dan was primarily built around two core members, Donald Fagen, who handled lead vocals and keyboards, and Walter Becker, who played guitars, bass, and provided backing vocals. While they initially performed as a full band, they later made the strategic decision to abandon touring and focus exclusively on studio work. This allowed them to carefully select top-tier session musicians for their recordings, ensuring the highest quality sound for their music. Several notable musicians were part of Steely Dan's early lineup. Among them were talented guitarist Denny Diaz and Jeff "Skunk" Baxter, with the latter moving on to the Doobie Brothers in 1974. The band's vocal and backing vocals duties were shared by various singers, including David Palmer, Royce Jones, and Michael McDonald, who also played keyboards. Interestingly, McDonald would later become the lead singer of the Doobie Brothers, performing with them from 1975 to 1982, briefly in 1987, and returning in 2019, and as of this recording, where he continues to this day. Another significant member was drummer Jim Hodder, who also sang vocals. Jeff Porcaro, who played drums for the band, went on to achieve fame as both a co-founder and drummer of Toto before his untimely death in 1992. What's the story behind Steely Dan's highest charting single, Rikki, Don't Lose That Number? The real story behind Rikki, Don't Lose That Number emerged in a 2006 Entertainment Weekly interview. The mysterious Rikki was actually Rikki Ducournay, an accomplished New York-based writer, poet, and artist. She was the wife of Guy Ducournay, who was one of Donald Fagen's professors. She and band member Donald Fagen crossed paths at Bard College, located in Annandale-on-Hudson, New York, where they were both students. Their first meeting happened at a campus Halloween party, but the reality was quite different from the song's romantic implications. Although Fagen did give Ducournay his phone number, she was already married and pregnant at the time. While Ducournay later confessed she was somewhat tempted to call him, she decided against it. This revelation reveals that the song's romantic narrative was more a product of artistic license than a reflection of biographical truth. The chorus of the song says, "Rikki, don't lose that number. You don't want to call nobody else. Send it off in a letter to yourself. Rikki, don't lose that number. It's the only one you own. You might use it if you feel better when you get home." Rikki Ducournay said in a 1998 interview, quote, "Philosophically, it's an interesting song. I think his number is a cipher for the self," unquote. A popular urban legend suggested that the word number in the song was a code for marijuana. Fans pointed to specific lyrics about mailing letters to oneself as evidence for this interpretation. This idea gained traction because historically some individuals had used the Postal Service's general delivery system to transport illegal substances before that service was discontinued. Fagen has dismissed these complex analyses. He maintains that the composition is simply about unanswered romantic feelings. The keyboard riff on Rikki, Don't Lose That Number was borrowed from Horace Silver's 1964 jazz composition, Song for My Father. The intros of both songs are strikingly similar, serving as a clear example of how musical ideas can be carried across genres and generations. Some believe Fagen and Becker should have given Silver a writing credit. Rikki, Don't Lose That Number appeared on Steely Dan's 1974 album Pretzel Logic. The recording featured two notable guest musicians who would later achieve fame with other bands. Bassist Timothy B. Smith, who went on to become a member of the Eagles, and keyboardist David Paich, who would later co-found the successful band Toto. According to Michael McDonald, the masterminds behind Steely Dan, Walter Becker, and Donald Fagen were such talented musicians that they could hear the full arrangements of their songs in their minds before even stepping into the recording studio. This remarkable ability highlights their exceptional musical talent and vision. John Lennon once said in a 1974 interview, quote, "I liked Rikki, Don't Lose That Number. That was a good commercial record," unquote. Rikki, Don't Lose That Number reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1974. Sadly, Walter Becker died from complications of esophageal cancer on September 3, 2017. He was 67 years old. Donald Fagen released a statement to the media remembering his longtime friend and bandmate by saying, quote, "Promising to keep the music we created together alive as long as I can with the Steely Dan Band," unquote. If you'd like to hear Steely Dan's Rikki, Don't Lose That Number, click the link in the description box. Hey, also hit that like button. Check out our website, rockmusichistorylesson.com. And don't forget to subscribe. Hey, as always, thank you so much for supporting and watching Rock Music History Lesson. I'm K.W. King.